that has finally ended with a makeshift home under the expressway.
Perhaps the most tragic story of all is here in Lima, Peru. 2 years later, the Cubans who were the genesis of the Mariel exodus are now the forgotten ones. Theirs is a canvas ghetto springing out of the mud. Home is the tattered tents of Tupac Amaru Park. More than 300 live here in legal limbo. No country has really claimed them. They are part of the hemispheric solution to the storming of Havana's Peruvian embassy. But their pathway of freedom slammed shut as Castro swung open the gates of Mariel. Hundreds planning brief stopovers in Peru, Spain, and Costa Rica are still there. Among them, the wife and 2 small children of Carlos Pérez.
I'm crazy to see my children. It's been 2 years. Imagine, I've always been a family man, but I'll have to keep on going.
And the emotional strain is just part of it. Since Pérez arrived in South Florida, he is trained to become a certified mechanic. Every dollar earned goes to supporting 2 households, his here, his family's in Costa Rica.
All his work is towards the end to meet his family and be again reunited, and it's really breaking him up.
At this point, there is no lawful way for a person who is not a political asylee to come in as a relative of a Cuban Haitian entrant. If in fact Congress passes this legislation that the President has proposed, there then would be a way in a few years.
The logistical nightmare that was Mariel is blamed for pressing this nation into a state of compassion fatigue, leaving our immigration policy in shambles and questions surrounding the traditional open arms policy toward Cuban refugees.
Conditions, we can say, are worse today in Cuba in terms of totalitarian oppression than ever before. So why these people now have to be proving that they are politically persecuted? You have to realize that, if anything, anyone directly politically persecuted in Cuba is either in jail or 6 foot on the ground.
But the legacy of Mariel is more than just the unanswered questions, the unpaid bills, the unresolved problems. As with the migration of new Americans past, there is the look to the future, the truest legacy, the children of Mariel.